Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, and today we bring some good news. Apparently the devs over at Arrowhead are going to give us a huge update to fix a lot of the issues in the game, but it's going to be an update about the update. It's very confusing. We're going to go over exactly what Arrowhead is trying to do, what their response has been so far, and whether or not they're going to get the buffs and nerfs on the right track. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So we're going to make this a pretty tight video. Unfortunately for Helldivers 2, it has been once again hit by a ton of review bombs going on within the game. A lot of the player base is unhappy with the recent nerfs, and they feel that recently they haven't been listened to that much. Unfortunately, we're not going to get that review bomb cape anytime soon, because apparently, according to a recent Q&A with Pilstead, they are still trying to figure out the issues with Sony. But along with that, we've been waiting for a major update to happen, as about 21 days ago, the devs at Arrowhead gave us a message to the community from the game director, and they said that they intend to do in upcoming updates within the next 60 days. They want to re-examine their approach to balance. Our intention is that balance should be fun, not balance for the sake of balance. Update on how the fire damage mechanic works this week, how the flamethrower serves as a close range support weapon, rework gameplay to prevent excessive ragdolling, rethink our design approach to primary weapons and create a plan for making combat more engaging, reprioritize bug fixes, improve game performance where frame rate is the focus, and rework chargers. And all of that sounds like a great thing to hear about coming in the next 60 days. The only problem is that was, like I said, 21 days ago, and we are now 1/3 into that deadline without really any update whatsoever. Now, we did finally get a message from Baskinator, one of the devs, and he did say from Arrowhead headquarters, "We know some of you are expecting an update today to the game. As you all know, we're working tirelessly on our 60-day commitment plan. In order to do this, we are changing up the frequency of our updates during this period. On Thursday of this week, we will be releasing a new blog which details our progress so far, the fixes we have worked on, and the date of delivery for these updates. This will give you all the information you need and our deadline for our first delivery under the plan." And this is a little concerning because from the verbiage here, it sounds like, well, we have an update about the update. As you can see, there is a mixed reception. With the #1 comment under this thread, "Do you have an update?" and then Jack Sparrow saying, "I have a blog about it," and it's an update on the update. I really do hope that on Thursday, which is going to be tomorrow if you're watching this video today, when this blog post comes out, that they have an update to go along with it, because by simply just saying this is where we're at so far would be a little alarming. Now, do keep in mind they are going with a slower approach than normal, as the Bluey on Reddit with the Helldivers thread actually was able to get some inside information because he saw an Arrowhead volunteer playing Helldivers on the social tab which said playing a different version of the game, which means that you could not join him as they are testing a different version of Helldivers 2 right now currently on Steam, which is basically their playtest version. It looks like they are spending 1 to 3 days testing builds now, which is actually a win. A lot of people were complaining, well, we need updates more fast. And then we got pushed out content that ended up breaking, and so if they're taking their time with it, this could be very good. This is further backed up by the fact that Pilstead recently did a Q&A and was asked, I don't mean to be rude, but saying that the update brings the game back to what the original version was does not instill confidence whatsoever, considering that's what was told to us when a lot of players disagreed with balance changes and patches since release. And Pilstead responded, "Thank you, it's a good point of view. We've seen internally that there has been a shift in what that is. Balance and nerfing and buffing are elements that we, during the majority of development, avoided. We focused on making an experience that made sense. Overall, the updates are going to come out a lot slower, which could mean that we get more fine-tuned things. However, with the 60-day release window, a third way already through it, and no major update happens, if one of them ends up being a bad update, it could seriously impact the review bombs, which are already a major issue. And so it'll be interesting to see how Arrowhead actually goes ahead and tries to fulfill all this information and bugs and issues within the 60-day frame period, considering they're almost halfway out of time. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on the current state of Helldivers 2? Do you think that Arrowhead can still correct course and do things within the 60 days, or do you think they may have bit off a little bit more than they can chew? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here where I go ahead and cover more news and information on Helldivers 2, and until next time everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading democracy.